Assalamu alaikum. My name is Imama Masood Khan and my group members are Arsal Sana and Roma Ahmed. And our topic is Akira ransomware. Who is Akira? Akira is basically a ransomware gang which was initially discovered in March 2023. They use a business model, ransomware as a service. This allows other malicious actors to launch attacks using this ransomware. Just like many other ransomware groups, Akira captures the data before encrypting the device. They review the exfiltrated data to determine the ransom demand, which is anything between $200,000 to $4 million. And if the victim refuses to pay the demanded ransom, the attackers list them on a TOR-based website, which is short for the Onion Router, a network that allows users to access internet with a high degree of privacy and security. On this website, the victims are listed along with the data stolen from them. Who is Akira's target? Since its creation, Akira has effectively infiltrated at least 63 companies all over the world. Akira's victims fall under the small to medium-sized companies sector to a degree of about 80%. This suggests a preference for smaller firms as target. Here is a graph that shows the victim size and location. Now looking at some tools, based on Architect Wolf incident response data, Akira leverages a multitude of tools upon obtaining initial access to the victim's environment. Now we're going to see how Cisco ASA was exploited in an Akira ransomware attack. This vulnerability targets the ASA and FTD devices. ASA is the adaptive security appliance, which combines firewall, antivirus, intrusion prevention, and VPN capabilities, while FTD is the firewall threat defense. It is the next-generation firewall solution that combines traditional firewall capabilities with threat detection and prevention features. With a CVSS score of 5, it is considered to be of a medium severity. The main problem is the remote access VPN ability, and it can be remotely exploited without authentication by brute force attacks. Attackers take advantage of the vulnerability by focusing on the incorrect distinctions among authentication, authorization, and accounting between the HTTPS management, site-to-site VPN function, and the remote access VPN feature. Now, for the conditions for exploitation, the vulnerability prevents attackers from bypassing authentication or creating a client-based remote access VPN tunnel. It can only be used in brute force attacks in certain circumstances, which are listed below. The attacker needs a legitimate credentials. The affected device utilizes Cisco ASA 9.16 or an older version, and at least one of the interfaces has SSL VPN enabled. It is necessary to permit the clientless SSL VPN protocol. It should also be noticed that devices running on Cisco FTD are not susceptible to this attack, as FTD doesn't offer support for clientless SSL VPN sessions. So, how did they address it? They are developing security patches to fix the vulnerability in ASA and FTD softwares. They have published information on how organizations may defend against the exploitation of this bug. And they also published a list of indicators of compromise to aid organization in spotting suspicious behavior. Affiliations with Conti. Security experts have seen connections between Akira and the disbanded Conti ransomware organization. Code duplication and the use of the Chacha 2008 encryption method are two examples of these similarities. Transactions involving cryptocurrencies are not completely anonymous and are stored on a blockchain ledger that is accessible to everyone. These similarities imply a relationship or collaboration between the people or organizations behind Akira and those previously connected to Conti. Here is a figure that shows the blockchain transactions between Akira and Conti ransomware. Based on the blockchain analysis, overlaps were found between the two on multiple occasions. In at least 3 separate transactions, Akira threat actors were found to send over $600,000 to Conti-affiliated addresses. Here are a few mitigation techniques that can be used against Akira ransomware. We can keep our employees up to date on the cybersecurity practices, including ransomware awareness, implement strong passwords, enable multi-factor authentication, keep our OS softwares and applications up to date, regular backups of our data, and should always have a disaster recovery plan. Here are the references where we used to get our info about Akira ransomware. That was all about Akira. Thank you.